see. And I thought they did a good job defensively. We still got a lot of good looks. We got what we wanted when we took care of the ball. Had a lot of open shots, but again, the turnovers, particularly the unforced ones, are the killers.
Is there a temptation to try to push it with Steph minute-wise in some of these games? I mean, I think you guys were a +3 with him, but maybe like a -8 tonight with them off.
Right. Not for me. I'm into the long game. We're counting on having Steph here for a long time, many, many years ahead, and I'm not interested in grinding through this season, which is already a very difficult season given the COVID regulations and just the nature of the games themselves. These eerie, empty stadiums. This is for me, for our organization. We're not throwing Steph out there for 40 minutes to chase wins. We got another game tomorrow. We want Steph to be playing at a high level for many years, so we're going to stay very disciplined and try to keep him at that 34, 35-minute mark.
Steve, to follow up on Steph, how do you make sure that he doesn't get too frustrated given the games that he's putting together and the fact that it's still coming up short some of these times?
I don't need to do anything. Steph's a grown-up. He's an incredible teammate. He has full awareness of what we're doing right now and what this season is about. Bringing along young players and trying to be a playoff team and make a push, trying to do all that at once. Steph's all in, and he never gets down. That's part of his brilliance, is just his overall attitude and approach and joy for the game. And so Steph's not frustrated. He's doesn't like to lose. He's a big time competitor, but he'll hang in.
Steve, what was the difference in the fourth quarter versus the second and third quarters when he was having a hard time getting open?
Well, I thought he really took it upon himself in the last 6 minutes to get going. He sensed that that we had to have him, and he had a great first half. I think he had 15 points. Third quarter was a little slow in terms of open looks, but I give them credit for playing really good defense against him. You probably saw we got a ton of wide open layups during the third quarter, slips to the rim. So if they're going to send two people at Steph all the time, we'll take those layups all night. But that's the trade-off. Steph may not get as many shots up himself.
Steve was just in here talking about your minute total, and they're going to keep it steady around 34, 35, 36-ish. Are you okay with that? I mean, particularly on nights like tonight where maybe pushing it in the fourth can get you a win?
It's a topic that comes up a lot. We had a preseason, every game that is close is like, 2-3 minutes here, 5 minutes there. Of course, I want to play as many minutes as possible. Of course, I'm going to keep subtly putting, letting them know how I feel based on a night-to-night basis. But we got to be in a position where we do things throughout 48 minutes that, that plan of attack works more nights than not. And obviously, if you have to make certain reads and decisions, you kind of make those calls. But you can't be in a situation where that's the nightly conversation. Because it is 72 games, so we obviously know that. But trying to put ourselves in a position to win and eventually turn the corner where we build momentum.
Steph, how are you feeling on a broader note? So you tweak your ankle early. The minutes are.
I feel great. I feel great.
What is the balance this season, though, of not necessarily trying to burn out when you guys don't have Klay, but obviously, I mean, you want to win as much as possible?
I mean, we shouldn't have to play 40-plus minutes to win. We got to do things in the momentum of the game to to put ourselves in a position. We obviously want to win. Players want to win. We have to, make those adjustments as a group. And the first 6 minutes of the fourth quarter tonight was tough. We were up 4, went down double digits, made a small run, and found a way, to be a one possession game down the stretch. So there's just, like I said, it's a nightly conversation of what we need to focus on, what we need to do better to win. And eventually, we just got to execute. We're going to be a team that we're supposed to be.
Stephen, there's been times when you lobbied Steve
Last one for
a little bit more. Have you given up on lobbying him, or do you think you'll be lobbying him down the road at all this season?
I mean, once again, it is that's not the conversation every night. We know that there's certain situations that you can press the issue a little bit, and I'm always, again, ready to go. But the good teams find a way to stick to the game plan and execute on a nightly basis, so you're not in that position. And we're not there. So that's, I'm basically what I'm trying to say is we're not talking about that. I know I'm not going to play. Draymond's going to play. Everybody is getting familiar with their rotations, and we just got to play better.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate that stuff.
So when Steve says he's playing the long game, you get what he's saying.
Yeah, I definitely understand what he's saying. No, you can't play the short game. Long season, and short game does us no justice. So you got to play the long game.